tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove. Synchronized slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Talking gold and silver and crypto too. With Joe and the gang, it's what we do.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. We're stacking sats, we're stacking gold. In the world of finance, real gold. Every sip, every chart, we're on our way to financial freedom, come what may.
So grab that tasty beverage, let's get in the groove. Synchronized slurp now, we're on the move.
Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time. Good morning, stackers. Yeah, we're feeling fine. Good morning, stackers. It's podcast time.
Good morning, stackers. Has the graph bottomed? The graph protocol, we'll take a look at that today, ponder that question. Silver springs back over $32.50 USD. That is good news for the shiny precious metal. Of course, we'll take a look at gold, Bitcoin, the precious metal stuff, the crypto stuff, and I'll take chart requests maybe, and we'll just have a good old chat with my GMS family. If you're watching this on the replay, use the time codes below to go to your favorite part. But if you're watching live, you get to enjoy every single damn thing we do here at Good Morning Stackers, including the synchronized slurp. We're doing it live right now on X and on YouTube, going out to all my subscribers and followers. It is the favorite part of your day. Get your morning started right. Synchronized slurp. Grab your tasty beverage. I grab my tasty beverage. We slurp them synchronously together. You must do the audible slurp. It is the honor system. I'll know, and we'll all know if you haven't done it. So here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Good to see you in virtual land. I am Joe Main. You're like, who's this random dude with the Australian accent? Joe Main, been a stacker of precious metals since 2010, a stacker of crypto since 2013, and I've worked in the bullion industry, if you know what I mean by that. You walk into a store and buy gold and silver, someone serves you over the counter or speaks to you over the phone or email. I was that guy for a very long time. I've served thousands of customers in my time in Australia, over 3 of the big bullion dealers in Australia. Many of you know who I am, and I've probably served a lot of you. And now I do this week daily live show all about the precious metals and crypto and stuff. Join the GMS family by hitting the big red subscribe button and following on X as well. The early birds get the shout-outs, okay? Gerald Draper, tariff anyone? Yeah, tariff, it's Tariff City. Tariffs, I love tariffs, they're the best. GMS, and yay, Chat Mum is here. Good to see. Tony is here too. Good. Nice to see that Joe took his yacht out with a few thousand of his closest friends. You should really, you really should consider a side gig in music, Joe. Yeah, I should do that. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, and I will, sorry, I'm gonna, where are we? Is it right there? No, that's not the one. No, it's in documents, isn't it? And, is that the one? Give me 1 second. Yeah, that's the one. I'm going to quickly show you again. And what I wasn't able to do yesterday is you weren't able to hear the noise. So I'm going to show it again. You can tell me if you can hear the noise. So what's this in relation to? Yes, I am a singer as well. Sound effects. System audio, unmuted. No, mute. That's muted. Sound effects. Well, I don't want that. Won't be able to hear it, but that's me doing my thing on a cruise ship. Yeah, that's me wearing eyeliner and costume, and I've been a I've been a singer for 25 years. So literally, so this was a 90s cover band. Ignore the lipstick on my lips, because that was actually, I had to swap mics with the female vocalist, and she'd eaten the microphone with her vocals, and I just caught a bit of that. No, I wasn't doing naughty things against my wife. So yeah, that's me doing that thing. Anyway, sorry, that was just a little segue. And I'll get over here and we'll go to there, and then we'll go back to here. A few more shoutouts, then we'll get into silver talk, gold talk, precious metals talk. Retaliation tariffs. Take that. Means all folks pay more in both countries. Yes. But with they're negotiation tactics. No one wants it. And it's just a way to go, okay, you'll do it to us. We'll do, all right, let's figure this stuff out. And over the long term, it can actually boost that country's internal economy by forcing people in that country to start making those things themselves. Smart people will go, I can't, this thing that we get imported is way more expensive now. Gee, I could probably start my own business and offer that for even cheaper. So that kind of stimulates the economy. Tony, I know, you know that, Tony. Jason Razana, GMS fam. Morning, Joe. Jason Ashworth. Morning, Jason. Good to see you. GMS, stay safe, everyone. Cycloners. Yes, so the cyclone. So in particular, anyone living up in the top end of Australia right now, I'm going to go to windy.com. I think the windy.com website is getting a real smattering at the moment. Here is Cyclone Alfred, windy.com. Anyone can go there. Okay, and here's Australia, people. For those international people, here's Australia. This is where I live, right here down in Melbourne, right there, the bottom end, the very bottom end. Well, that's technically the very bottom end of Australia. Although, do we really call Tasmania part of Australia? Yes, we do. Of course we do. We love our Taswegians. There's Melbourne. That's where I live. And all the way top end here, so much more tropical climate. Up here in Queensland, a very large state. Brisbane is the main city, and it's got, millions of people. And Cyclone Alfred is like very just off the coast at the moment. And the apparent, what's the word I'm looking for? The apparent tracking of it has it going, apparently, right over Brisbane. So there we go, Alfred. There we go. I think this is the apparent track it's supposed to take. Okay, and it's currently following it pretty perfectly. So that's right smack through Brisbane, if I'm reading that correctly. So hope everyone in Brisbane is doing okay. It's pretty inclement up there at the moment, and obviously it goes throh Maroochydore and up the top end and southeast Queensland, northeast New South Wales as well. So I hope everyone is doing okay. Let's go back to here. Some more shout outs, then we'll get into the day's stuff. Of course, the show is brought to you by Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. I do have the sheet down at the moment, so I'm getting, because it's very overcast here in Australia. I hope Albert doesn't hit too hard. I've been shopping. Now, Tony, I think, is probably out of the woods a little bit. You're more top end. You've been shopping ready for a few weeks of empty shelves up in far north Queensland. Yes, you're kind of not in the major zone there. Let's see. Going to Cairns tomorrow. I've got one on the list. Oh, for a generator. Yes, please buy a generator. Try and get a pure sine wave inverter generator. Yes, you can. Better for electronics. Yes, that is true. I have a sine wave inverter generator, just in case. Never needed to use it, but have it just in case. Let's see. Yeah, cool. All right, we're good with some comments. Let's get into the day's stuff. We're going to talk about silver first, and we're going to be exploring as well, has the graph protocol, GRT, one of my favorite cryptos, when I get back into crypto, has that bottomed? And we'll take a bit of a look at that. Let's share the screen, people. Cool. Here is silver on the monthly time frame, priced in US dollars, $32.60 US cents. We are back over the $32.50 area. Pop onto the daily for you so you can see how we got there. Very clearly, we went into the expected support range, okay, right into the middle of it, $31 to $30.50. And I was very happy to see that we did hold $31 as support on a weekly time frame. So that was a really good setup. And I did think, I am pretty sure, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not wrong, but yesterday I did say I'm favoring a move up in silver. And obviously I said it's got to clear and hold $32.50. Didn't think we would do it in that 24, in that sort of 20 hours after we did the show. But hey, we've done it. We're back above it now. Be aware, we haven't closed a week and we haven't closed a month above $32.50. So as always, weekly closes are good. All right, so monthly closes would be preferable. But there are many times. Look, have spike, close, a close above on a couple of days. But then, it doesn't close the week above it. So spikes don't mean nothing. Okay, spikes mean SHIT. It is about where you close at. So just watch out from around here. What you want to see is a close above and a convincing close as well. So 32.60 would be good above there. So that would be great for the week. What's even better if you do it on the monthly time frame. That's much, much better. You can actually see here, we actually did have a technical month close above 32.50. It was around about 32.60 where we are now. So really, I would want to see, to be a bit more specific, 32.70. Okay, we all talk about this 32.50, but I'm actually going to pop it here. So now, I am changing. I'm changing my mind a little bit on the fly. Really, to be ultra confident, about $32.70, closing the month of March, April, whatever month you want, convincingly above there. So call it 32.70, call it 32.80, roughly is the preference, all right? Closing, not spiking too. But look, so far so good. Great move. Back into, we had that move down to the $28-ish level. We had that spike up to $33.40, and then this move there, which was that expected range that we hit perfectly. And yeah, looking good so far. Just got to close that month. But, I am bullish for silver over the long term, and so are you. And look at that beautiful, that's a pretty good move. Like, that's very quick. So that's a very good, quick move back up to the major level, and more likely than not, it is going to be taken out. Okay, and so I'm very confident at this stage that we do see a weekly close this week above it, but more so I'm confident that this month we will see a monthly close above that $32.70 kind of level is what I would like to see. So looking good for silver on the monthly as well. Starting to tick back up on the monthly relative strength index. We haven't broken through technically yet. I don't think, have we? No. So you see that right there? I just need that to break through. For me personally, you might be completely different, and that's cool. Start doing this. Break that. Great. Onwards and upwards we go. And just out of interest for non-precious metals stackers, if you're not in the precious metals for some crazy reason, and why do I have that there? I have no idea why that's there. The next major level to watch out for is $38.50 US cents. That's my final hurdle to say that, new all-time highs, like new all-time highs in silver are coming imminently, like in, a few weeks, not months and months and months down the track. Okay, and that's $38.50. Why is it $38.50? It's a key Fibonacci level from the old highs of the 80s and the old lows of the early 90s. So from $50 to like $3.50, certain Fibonacci levels, that's where they fit in, and that is right there at $38.50. So I'd watch that for a little bit of resistance. Okay, maybe not huge, but just watch out for that level right there. And then we'll be onwards and upwards, and it is happening, by the way. It is going to happen. There's pretty much no doubt in my mind, barring black swan events and, I don't know, something. Complete and utter world peace. But even with complete and utter world peace, that would actually probably fuel, technological innovation and all that kind of stuff. So silver has industrial demand as well. So silver's the best play in the world. So $50 will be taken out. Once $50 is taken out, then we're talking triple-digit silver. Pretty easy within the next 3 to 5 years. No brainer. Okay. So how would you like to have a almost sure bet of at least tripling your money, your wealth, I shouldn't say money. Well, actually, precious metals is money. But your wealth within the next 3 to 5 years. Just simply going from under $33 to over $100 in the next 3 to 5 years. That's one of those old salesman techniques. What if I tell you you could triple your money within 3 to 5 years? Would that be something you'd be interested in? Yeah, of course it is. So yeah, that's where it's going. Okay, guaranteed. 99.99%. For silver, anyway, looking great. Back above $32.50. Let's stay above there. Short answer, good. That's gold. We did silver. No, that's silver. Sorry, we did silver first. Okay, my apologies. That's XPD. I don't want that, although that was looking like a nice little round bottom right there. And who doesn't like a round bottom? Let's go. Here is gold on the weekly time frame, priced in US dollars, $2,919 We're back above the $2,900 level people talk about. We are not yet, and this is what I expected. If you remember me talking about this yesterday, I expected silver to outperform gold based on just the technicals I was looking at yesterday. So we have not cleared any must-clear hurdles yet, and that's at $2,930. Great move, okay, fantastic. And it's looking very positive, okay? It's looking positive, but we haven't touched my personal expected range yet. So as you can see, we did it with silver. On the daily, we went into that expected range right there, okay, 31 to 50. That was based on some key Fibonacci. We haven't done it for gold yet, okay? No. Now, we're probably out of the woods, but $29.30 is my area, and I'll show you why. Taken from this high and this low, and it is the 0.786. So I did mention this yesterday, must clear for new all-time highs, and we're not above it just yet. I will caution you that we are also, as I did caution, I've been cautioning you for a while, extremely overvalued on the daily time frame. We had that bearish divergence, higher high, lower high on the RSI, and then we've had this move down. Now that's a decent move down, granted, to 2,830, but we haven't hit the top end of that expected range yet. We could just completely blast through. So that's great. I'm just saying, just watch out here, not out of the woods. What we want to see is a break and a close above that 2930, and then that's signal for me. That's go time for me to say, yeah, we're going to make another play for a higher high, and you'd be watching out for that $3,000 psychological value next. Obviously, if this does tick over here, which it can do, okay, this is where the dead cat bounce, the relief rally can happen, then I would be not wanting to close, I would say anywhere below here. Okay, so you would want to see that bounce, and ignore the time frame, just look at the price, right? You'd want to see that happen very soon. Otherwise, if you break through here, then you're probably coming down and doing something like that, and maybe getting into my expected range of 2,810 down to 2,725. Am I saying that's happening? No. Am I saying the opposite is happening and we rocket up from here? No. I'm just saying that's what I need to see. Okay, close above there. Great news. Cool. My bias, look, if my bias for silver is, higher prices, then look, I'll say my slight bias is for higher, but I can't say for sure. Okay. And does it matter anyway when you are dollar cost averaging? No, just dollar cost average. Buy on the regular. You're averaging your cost in over time, and you're golden. Pardon the pun. That is gold. Done silver. Platinum teased me, as it normally does. So platinum is still below the downtrend line. So technically I'm still depressed for platinum. I have to be, because that is my rule. While we are below this, while we're in this area right here, I am depressed for platinum. Okay, we start clearing above it, then I'll get cautiously optimistic. But what did it do? It played me once again. So we had a spike into that cautiously optimistic zone right here and had a spike up to 975. Failed move, fast move back down. We don't like the big spikes, do we? So we're back into the depressed zone. That's what it does to me every single time. So watch out, still watch out for that. You break there, then you come down here. I need to see that, and then we'll be cautiously excited, and then we'll talk higher prices from there. Nowhere near it at the moment. That is my old friend platinum. Gold to silver ratio, because silver has been outperforming gold, you are seeing it move down at the moment. So could this be the peak? Could I be wrong? I thought we may have gotten up to retest this line of 93.5. Gold could certainly do it. Could shoot through that 2,930 area, and then that pushes that up to there. But so far, bit of a downward movement on the gold to silver ratio, although you can see it's very choppy. Okay, so probably doesn't mean a lot, all right? Those are big ranges, okay? So you can even have a bottom out here and it heads back up. But it is still in gold's favor at the moment. If I show you on the monthly, and if I get rid of just all the flotsam and jetsam, just so you can see that. Gold on the monthly, gold to silver ratio on the monthly, definitely in gold's favor at the moment. It's outside of its normal, old school normal range, okay, which is between around about 80 to 50, roughly, okay, so it's in the outlying range. So yeah, gold's favor at the moment, I think, and many people do think. That's why pretty much all of us are in, not all of us, but many of us are in all silver, which when I'm in precious metals, I'm in all silver basically, that will tick over, and then that will massively outperform gold for a period of time. That time's coming eventually, and the higher the gold to silver ratio goes, the more you should be buying silver instead for the play where it heads back into the normal range between roughly here and here, and then it goes to the opposite end of the spectrum, and it massively outperforms gold, and it gets into the outlying range on the overvalued range. Okay, so then it would be massively overvalued versus gold, and then that's why you swap between the two over long periods of time. I'm telling you stuff you already know. Interesting. I was so far incorrect. So it looks like we're seeing a move back up. So incorrect. About that move on the Australian dollar. I thought we would tick over back down to 62. 60 cents. That can still happen. We're just having a bit of a relief rally here. Massive move. Big move. And this is probably to do with tariff announcements and all the kind of economic uncertainty, etc., with Trump doing his thing as he does it. So we've seen a weakening of the US dollar. Probably more so a weakening of the US dollar than a strengthening of the AUD. But we're not out of the woods yet. So I can't say for sure yet that we're going to see a continued weakening of the US dollar, of the weakening of the Australian dollar against the US dollar, which pushes this up. Okay, my bias, I will remain to the downside. So I do still think that we continue to weaken, and maybe that's my confirmation bias because I want it to happen. Why? Again, because as the Australian dollar weakens against the US dollar, your US dollar denominated assets go up in AUD. That was very confusing, and I apologize. That was all that stuff. That was all the precious metal stuff. Take some more comments, and we'll get into crypto, etc. Let's see. Lots more to talk about. Gerald Draper says, check out GNO for me today. Oh, I'm thinking, what does that say? I'm thinking any 2 cents to add would be appreciated. Oh, if you want my 2 cents to add to it. GNO, thank you for that. Yes, I will take a quick look at that. Cyclones Australia is the best YouTube channel for cyclones. Isn't it amazing? This is the thing. Okay, quick plug. Thanks for that. Quick plug for me. Isn't it amazing what YouTube channels are out there? There's someone who is into cyclones, and they make a YouTube channel about cyclones, and other people who are into cyclones follow that channel, and they're building a brand. Okay, this is what I've done for multiple businesses. I did it for Bullion Now. I helped do it for Ainslie, or revitalize their channel, and I'm doing it and I'm teaching Ricky at Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au, the skills of how to do that himself. He's doing that with his bullion business. I do that for any kind of business. If you have a business, you probably could do with launching a YouTube channel. I'm not joking when I say this. Yes, you have to pay me money, and I'll teach you the skills of how to do it. I have a 10-week course. I teach you or someone within your business, one of your employees or whatever, how to create consistently engaging YouTube content, and then you point that over to other social media as well, and I help you launch and grow the other social media too. But the YouTube is the main one. Okay, And you might think, look, my business, why would my business have a YouTube channel? You'd be really surprised at the real niche things that people are interested in. Okay. And you can build a small community. And here's another thing. You don't have to build a big, massive community. You don't have to be Mr. Beast with tens of millions, hundreds of millions of followers. You can have 5,000, 10,000 followers. But if they're very niche to your thing, they'll spend money with you because they want to buy from you because of your personality, your business's personality, if that makes sense. Anyone can create a business and just be cookie cutter, chat GPT. We value, no, put personality into your business and people will want to buy from you. Why buy from you versus buying from someone else? Because they're buying from you because they want to be attached to you, okay? Anyway, this is what I teach, okay? So if you want to find out more about how to build your customers, to get more customers by building a business brand, but with a personalized way to it, gmstackers@gmail.com. And I'll have a chat with you. And then if you want to go ahead, I charge you money like the dirty, greedy capitalist that I am. Here in the States, we have a YouTuber, Ryan Hall, y'all. Okay, fair enough. Going to come in really slow, possible category 3. Then it's going to hug the coast down to Byron Bay. Ooh, down to Byron, hey? Ooh, poor Hemsworth. Smart city rebuild for... Oh, are you going this is all planned, this is a weather event to turn Brisbane into a smart city? Tony. He does, well, the cream of storm chasers to boot. Right, okay. Let's see. Morning, Knackers. Good to see you. Follow it from now 3 months and again at 5 months, selling 25% at each point and still have a strong chance of tripling again from the original. Are you talking about G and O? I don't know what you're talking about there, Gerald. You might be talking about G and O. I'll take a look at that. Slap the like button, people. Yes, as I even mentioned GTO, hopefully now on your radar as well as NOS. Okay. As we make this historical leap as technology will move faster than you can fathom. Goodness me. The tariffs make maples and libertards cost 10% more in the USA. Well, if they cost 10% more in the USA, then they're going to cost more here because that's where the wholesalers are. Do you position yourself in mining stocks? Thanks for that question, Maximus. Maximus is a relatively new stacker, a young whippersnapper. So welcome, Maximus. Love your questions. I do not, or I have not positioned myself in silver mining stocks yet. Will I be? Yes, because there's a small window where mining stocks outperform the metal themselves. So yes, I will be. That time doesn't look like it's there just yet. And I'm watching other people that are much better at this stuff than me. I'm listening to their signals, and then, the sheer fact that I have this show, I'll be talking about that as well. Stocks carry greater risk return potential relatively a greater risk return. Yes, correct. So, but if you're following the right people, then you might be able to position yourself well. Do us a float after that cruise entertainment that I urge you to hit them. Okay. Right. You're 100% in silver. Fantastic. Lots of comments today, and I'm way behind on comments, and I can't get to all of them. If you want me to see a specific comment, please do a super chat. I will see the comment, and it also helps me help support the show. Niels Han Dynasty, I am better looking. That's why you should buy from me. The Prince of Platinum is in the house. Did your channel get a bit of a spanking? Neil, I want to find out more about that. Sell yourself, then sell the product. Correct. Sell yourself, then sell the product. Or I can... yes, and you are confirming, yes, you are saying that it is a manufactured weather event to then usher in a smart city. Tony. I got some lies. I called them out and got a strike. Interesting. Let's see. Last cyclone that hit so low down was 1974. Cyclones usually hit the coast, then dissipate. Yes, true. As they go inland, never seen a cyclone drive itself down the coastal road for such a long way? Well, on the contrarian side of that, just because it's never done it before doesn't mean there can't be a natural reason why it's happened, or it could just be total weather creation to usher in 15-minute cities, which all of you don't like, which makes not a lot of sense. Depends. Let's see. Yeah, those darn globalists. I love a good conspiracy theory, as you know. Let's see. Yeah, okay, we're off to the races with that. There's one thing I just need to find. Give me 1 second before I do that. And I need to get rid of that. And I need to find this so I can share it on the screen. Cool. Yep. Great. I can find that now. Good. We're going to be talking about crypto, etc. in just a second. Of course, buy from Perth Bullion Exchange, perthbullion.com.au. You're mad if you don't. Man, that slideshow is going very fast. And they're the best. That's all you need to know. perthbullion.com.au, Perth Bullion Exchange, free shipping when you buy over 20 items, 20 of one item or 20 of individual items. You could buy one of 20 different things, still get instant free shipping, Australia-wide, express, sign-on delivery, fully tracked, all that good stuff, except you get it for free. No other bullion dealer does it. And they won't ever dare do it because they're scared. Yes, I'm talking to you, other bullion dealers that I've worked for. So they're the best. And of course, if you find a product on Perth Bullion Exchange's website for cheaper at any of the major bullion dealers, they'll price match it. That's their price match promise. It's part of their business policy. There's no other bullion dealer in Australia that has a price match policy as part of their business. Okay, so come on, man. You know. And Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. Download it for Android or iPhone. The greatest unallocated and easiest, simplest unallocated gold program in Australia, okay? Because you download it for Android or iPhone, and it's a phone app, okay? You can tell all your friends and family about Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. They get to save and invest in real physical gold, backed one-to-one with real physical metal, okay? It's not paper contracts and all that. It's Australian-owned, operated, and regulated company, and that's what it looks like. Just go check it out. Check it out and find more, and then if you don't want to do it, don't do it. But you got to check it out. Wealthstack.com, that's the app on Android or iPhone, and that's what the user interface looks like. Add your ID, buy gold for spot plus 1%. That's all they charge, not spot plus 30% because you're only buying $10 worth of gold. No, it's still just spot plus 1%. You want to buy $1 million of gold, spot plus 1%, $10, spot plus 1%. Okay, that's all they're ever going to charge you. Okay, what's coming down the line as well? Silver is on the roadmap. It's not there yet. Silver's on the roadmap. A debit card is on the roadmap too. You'll be able to get a debit card and pay for your everyday goods and services in your physical metal. How cool is that? And lots of other things coming on the roadmap. Go check out Wealthstack, wealthstack.com. I'm going to start with the Graph protocol today, I think. And then we'll do Bitcoin, etc. And I will take a look at that GNO, I think, very quickly, that Gerald Draper did ask for. But I want to share this one. Okay. I'm going to get rid of all the flotsam and jetsam. And I'm going to share this. And I will probably make this a separate video as well. Okay, so just bear with me 1 second. Has GRT, the graph, bottomed? I don't know the answer, so let me be very quick with you. This is. Let me start again. Has the graph GRT bottomed? Short answer is I don't know, but I'm questioning it right now. So this isn't a clickbaity title. I genuinely don't know the answer, but we're going to ask the question because there's a couple of signals that it may have bottomed, and I'm basing it on some other people's work as well. So let's take a look. This is GRT, the graph protocol. If you don't know what it does, just go look up the fundamentals. I have been in it before. I'm out of it right now because I'm basically in no crypto at the moment except for one, but it's not GRT. But when the altcoin season continues, then I will be back in the graph. Okay, so very quickly, I'm going to do an analogy to something else, and I'm going to, of course, give big ups to someone I spoke to just recently and who everyone you know and love, okay, ASX Trader from Mastering the Markets. You really need to, if you're interested, and I'm pretty certain at this stage I might be joining the Mastering the Markets course, the full-time course, to learn to be a full-time pro trader. I'm just an amateur. These guys are the pros. In July, they're opening their enrollments again for a full-time course. I'm thinking about doing it, really thinking about doing it. But here, this is what ASX Trader posted, and we've spoken to him on the show just a few weeks ago, so check out that interview. This was about SUI, okay, but I'm going to make a little bit of a comparison too. So ASX Trader posted this about SUI, which is another crypto. In at $1.40, out at $5, target hit to the cent. Right now, I'm watching a reversal to go long again. We've had this key zone mapped out for 3 months as shown, blah, blah, blah. All that's left is a confirmation. The blinkers are on, just need the price action to validate the setup. Let's see how it plays out. What is he talking about? Right here, I'll show you this last pane. So what he's noticing here is, so the Fibonacci levels went down to its zone that he expected it to after a big retrace. So the big move, okay, this is SUI, okay, so big move from about 50 cents to about $5.50 it was, $5.30, and then based on this Fibonacci and this Fibonacci, this low and this high, that's the general zone that he figured it would go down to. Now, the other things that I've noticed is popped in here is a divergence in the price on the relative strength index, and it looks like a divergence potentially in the price on the on balance volume down here. Okay, so what the divergence means is you're seeing a lower high. So see that spike there? So there's that lower high. Sorry, let me start that again. It's a lower low right there. So lower low and then a higher low on the relative strength index. So that's probably going to be his first blinker, his first signal to go, okay, there's a divergence happening. They are not moving in lockstep with each other. Lower low on the price, higher low on the relative strength index. And what he's noted right here as well on the on-balance volume. Now, this is where I might be getting my wires crossed here with GRT, but this is why I'm asking the question of myself live. Looks like a potential divergence there. So I think what he's saying is that's lower low, but some more flattening out or diverging from the RSI. I think that's what he's trying to say. So let's go back and see if that's a similar case for another crypto. ASX Trader is saying, hey, look at SUI right now. The blinkers are on. He just needs to see a confirmation of it going over a certain price. He didn't mention what that price was, so I don't know what that is. But he's saying, watch out from here. It may not have bottomed, but watch out from here. So I'm going to say the same for GRT, the graph protocol. Let's see if we can find any similarities. Now, I think he was using a daily time frame, so I'll do the same thing. So here is the price, okay, and you can see a spike to 10 cents and then a lower low of a spike down to just under 10 cents, which could be called potentially the liquidity grab. As I've been learning from lots of different people, particularly ASX Trader, the price breaks down for one of two reasons. It either breaks down to continue the trend, or it breaks down and it fakes you out to grab the liquidity just under there for the people that had stop losses in, okay? And it just grabs their liquidity and then that's the sign. So that's a potential one. So let's have a look at the relative strength index and the on balance volume, the OBV. Now, I think this isn't lining up exactly like SUI, but we've got a couple of similarities, at least in the bullish divergence territory. So I'm going to show you on the daily little macro, and then I'll show you a larger one as well. So you can see very clearly, similar thing like ASX Trader's chart. You've got a lower low right here, then you have a higher low on the relative strength index. Very clear bullish divergence, at least on this daily time frame. Cool. Now, I'm going to show it to you also on a larger time frame. So let me get rid of this. And you can see it very clearly here as well. Looks like on a larger time frame too. So you can see from here, do you want to put it there, or you can put it there if you want. Let's just put it there to be safe. Okay, so there's a lower low. So this goes all the way back to August of last year. Lower low, very clear spike. Okay, And then let's find that, and there's that. Okay, so even on a longer time frame, you have a lower low in price and a higher low on the relative strength index. Cool. That's this is for me where it matches very closely to SUI. Okay, so if ASX traders potentially bullish on SUI, blinkers are on. My blinkers or my signals are on for GRT, the graph, as well. Could it have bottomed here? Now, here's a bit of a difference, I think, and this is where I really need to learn a lot more about the OBV, the on balance volume. Okay, I need to learn a lot more about how that operates. So I'm going to put a call out right now to ASX Trader. Hey, ASX Trader, if you watch this, and I may send you this little clip. If you're watching this and if you have the time, please let me know the following of what I may be missing with the graph versus what I saw you do with SUI, with SUI, okay? Because I don't understand the OBV stuff as much. So I can certainly see here the similarities, okay? So there again, you've got that downtrend and you've got that uptrend, okay? So that matches that downtrend and that uptrend on the RSI. But this, the on-balance volume doesn't match up as well as it does it doesn't match up with the GRT, okay, with the graph. So if I look at that on the daily time frame, you've got this larger one here. So that's there and there. That's kind of like it is a little bit higher, I must say. No, it's actually not. So my apologies, because that goes through there. So ignore that. See, that doesn't work. So then that's not something that I can look at. So I'll then pop back down to the daily. And so if you have time, ASX Trader, if you're watching this, please leave a comment below and just tell me whether I'm on track or not. Just leave it in a short answer if you have time, just saying, yes, you're on track, looking good. No, you're missing this kind of thing. Okay, so if I do the old one right there, and this is more matching up with ASX Traders SUI post. So this is the shorter term time frame. Okay, there's the lower low, the high low on the RSI, but you can see clearly here that that is definitely a lower low. It hasn't flattened out like it has. So if you have a look at there, that's pretty flat right there. And then you can see on GRT, the on balance volume is matching pretty well the fiat dollar price. So I'll make note of that. But we still have that divergence between here and here and here and here. And then technically, this was actually a lower low. It's just much more of a less steep gradient. Okay, it's almost flattened out. Is this too steep of a descent to say that's similar to the SUI setup? So, ASX Trader, if you're watching this, could you please give me a comment below very briefly? Am I on the right track with this? Am I looking at the right blinkers? Is it right to have my blinkers on or my signals on for GRT as much as it could be for SUI, for SUI? So that's the potential has GRT bottom. Now I'll get rid of all this and I'll show you just my other stuff that could be a factor as well. So that's that. Now let's show you my previous, all my other lines and all that other kind of stuff. So ignore all that stuff. My rectangle, no, I won't worry about that. Horizontal, no, it was my Fibonacci. Okay, and no, not that one. Excuse me, there's that one. And my trend lines. Yeah, there we go. And that one as well. So, take a look at the graph on the weekly time frame, and we also have the Fibonacci lines drawn in. That actually doesn't really matter at the moment, but you can see we're at the very bottom end of a very large symmetrical triangle pattern. Here's the downtrend, okay, there's the uptrend line, okay, and there's that mini one. So we had that move, we had that break below that downtrend line, which set that up as resistance, and then we've had a move right back down smack. And I had been speaking about it for a while. Do you remember I was talking about 10 cents? 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents. That was right here. And we've had a test of it. Okay, so we've had a successful test. It looks like a potential, as we've been saying, a potential bullish, and I kept saying, did I keep saying bearish? Bullish divergence. I think I was saying bearish. I meant total bullish divergence with the lower price low, but the higher RSI low. I'm just unsure about the OBV, the on balance volume. I'm not as informed about how that operates. So ASX Trader, please let me know about that. But the fact that we've come down to test on the logarithmic scale right here, we've had a test of it. And with that bullish divergence potential play out, this could have bottomed here. Now, what would negate all that? Obviously, breaking below here. So you break below here, not good news, okay? That's getting out of the symmetrical triangle pattern, and that would be pretty bad. Okay, so then you'd be talking about, 7.5 cents, 8 cents, and then you're probably done. Okay, so right there, we've had that beautiful little move, potential bullish divergence there. I've seen the signals. I'd like to know if I'm correct on that. And what would be, for me, what I think is the correct change of market structure price? Because what you need to see, according to ASX Trader, and everyone else would agree, you need to see a change in the market structure in the price. Now, on SUI, ASX Trader didn't say what that price was, didn't mark it in. So I don't know what that is for SUI, but I'm going to make an educated guess. And ASX Trader, if you're still watching, let me know what that is for you. But I think it's here. Am I incorrect? But I think it's here at that 15 cent mark. That seems like the correct change of market structure. 15 cent market, so bullish market structure. Bullish market structure change? Question mark. Is it right there? It makes the most sense to me. Why? Well, it's above this uptrend line, this one right here, and I can see clear resistance here, support around here, cluster of resistance and support around here, and you can see very clearly right there, major resistance too. On the daily time frame, it seems 15 cents. If that plays out, if that's the bullish divergence, and then that plays out and we close, and I'd say closing, not spiking, but closing days, closing weeks above 15 cents, I think that would be the change of market structure back into bullish territory. Please let me know if you have a differing opinion, and let me know, ASX Trader, if I am correct on that. That is my humble opinion on GRT, the Graph Protocol. It may potentially have bottomed here. Okay, not guaranteed, but may have. Questions, comments, I'll take those in just a second, but we will take a look at Bitcoin. Here is Bitcoin on the daily time frame, price in USD, 90,400 US dollars. I did say yesterday that we at least need to break through this range right here. So we're this low of the $81,500. We needed to break through that spike right there of $89,200. So we're back above there. We're just not out of the woods yet. Okay, so it's great to see. Quick move. This could be very similar, and it's looking really good so far. Although don't forget, we've got a number of days because crypto is 24/7, man. It doesn't close for the weekend. So you've got until like Monday, Tuesday next week until we open properly. Okay, so we're back above. Good. We need to see it close above the $94,300 area. Okay. We loved that huge spike last week where it scared everyone out, had that big dip down to $78,000. All the buyers sucked it up. Well, that's because Trump came out and said, hey, BTC, ETH, XRP, ADA, Sol, they're awesome, man. They're going to be part of the crypto reserve. And then on the daily, it went, oh, great. And then the sellers sold right at resistance, exactly at resistance. Okay. So got to get over there. So bare minimum. So not out of the woods yet. Great to see us above that little spike right there. But yeah, nowhere near it. Can this easily tick over? Yes, very damn easily. It is not confirmed whatsoever. You've got to see at least bare minimum that. And as you know, I've got to see it clear and hold bare minimum the $101,000 area. and ultimate confirmation for me personally. Other people are different. For me personally, the ultimate confirmation is above $104,200. Very specific because it's Fibonacci level from that high and that low. Although now is that incorrect because we have now posted a lower low. Give me 1 second. Where does that take it to? Yeah, no, I'll just stick with that for now. Okay, that may be completely incorrect, but bare minimum, got to at least get back above this uptrend line. Okay, so got to clear that $94,000, $95,000 area, maybe tested as support, and then onwards and upwards. Yeah, then we'll talk Turkey. $101,000 psychological value has to be cleared, and then yeah, looking very good. Okay, for Bitcoin, nowhere near it yet, still in I don't know territory. That is Bitcoin. Let's take a look at altcoins. So others, we have cracked through 250 billion. Okay, so that's all right. So we had the move. We failed to close above 280 billion, very key Fibonacci level from the old highs of the last alt season peak and the old lows of the last season dip. Okay, season bear. That was the Trump thing. Oh yeah, ADA, Sol. And then everyone took their profits. Like probably some insiders took lots of profits, I'd imagine. Insider trading happens in every single area, everywhere. So don't just poo-poo, crypto people. Everyone does it because it's human nature. But we did respect, and we have so far respected that $230 billion area. Spike, close above, spike, close above. Okay, so far so good. So we're in kind of we're range trading at the moment, but I needed to see it get back above about that 280. That's all you need to know. Great that we're above the 250, but you can easily tick over and do that. So just be really ultra cautious and aware. I would not be trading anything right now. Unfortunately, I do have a trade which is down right now. As you know, my Pengu trade, which is underwater. I'm still happy to hold it for the moment, but got to close above 280 and then get up to here, that 320, 330 mark, and then that's your big kicker. Start closing above there. Go time. Nowhere near it. Cool. That is that. Let's take a quick look at ACH, one of my other favorites that I will be getting back into. Here is ACH on the daily time frame, US dollars, 2.6 cents. I think it's where it was yesterday or the day before, last week where we talked about it. It was yesterday. We're still under it. Not a lot to say. Got to give above 3 cents, bare minimum. Close above 4 cents, and I will seriously think about getting back in. Okay, got to close a week or close a month above 4 US cents, and then that would probably signal the rest of crypto going up too. Okay, so I will be back into ACH, very specifically ACH because of what it does and its fundamentals for the future. Okay, so just do your own research on ACH. Not getting back into it right now. No guarantees whatsoever. I'm waiting for 4 cents. Get it? Got it? Good. ACH. Dex Screener. What's UFD and TOSHI doing very quickly? Cool. All right. Here is TOSHI on the day 4-hour time frame, priced in US dollars. We are still at the bottom end of my best buy zone, hovering around there at the moment. Okay, so that's it currently 0.0004. You can see my best buy zone was between 0006 and 0004. We've been hanging around the bottom end of the best buy zone, which matched up very well with these previous highs back here before we had the Coinbase listing that it was saying it was going to list, and then it listed Coinbase, which took it all the way up to 002. Okay, let me get rid of all that. So yeah, not out of the woods just yet. So that's all you really need to know. We have found exact resistance at this downtrend line through this low, and then we've found resistance here. Bare minimum has to break above. And do something like that, and then at least got to do that. Okay, that would be great, positive. As you know, won't be ultra bullish for TOSHI until we start closing above 7 cents. Okay, ignore the price action, whatever it does. Right, if it starts doing that, we start doing that. bullish, bullish, bullish all day, day. Am I happy to miss the move from 4 cents to there? If it does that, yes, I'll miss almost a 100% move. I don't care. I need confirmation. Okay. I am not back in TOSHI. I won't be back until probably after that 7 cent level. Okay. And then when you start closing above 9 cents, that is full on game on. Okay, really positive here. That would be the change of market structure. The bullish change of market structure for me is probably about 7 cents. For you, it might be a bit lower. For you guys, it might be down here at the top end of the best buy zone at 6. I'm not saying cents. By the way, I'm saying cents. And why am I saying that? Shoot. Give me 1 second. I've been putting that in cents. No, it's 0007 cents. Okay. You knew everyone else knew what I was talking about. Give me 1 second. 0.0 cents. There you go. Above there, very good. Above there, game on. Nowhere near it. Not even above this downtrend line. Okay, so at the moment, still bearish for TOSHI, although some of you may feel like it has bottomed. You could be right. I've got to see it at least clear. Do that. Okay, if it does this instead, and lower down we go to where, don't know. That is TOSHI. And UFD is still above its 6.7 cents bullish market structure. I'm not going to talk about UFD. Couldn't be bothered. Cool. That is all your crypto stuff, and then we'll get to our final comments, and then we shall get out of here. No, we won't, because I'm going to do GNO. Okay, I've got another one. Good. GNO. I'll get to your comments. Jason Ashworth says, making crypto too big to fail. Scary stuff. Yeah, but nothing's too big to fail, is it? So GNO. I'm going to have a quick look at that. And I don't know what GNO is. Is it a crypto, Gerald, or is it something else? So we've had a chart request, and we are going to do it. I'll go here. GNO. GNO is gasoline euro bob. GNO market cap is a crypto. So I'm going to crypto now. GNO capital. Oh, GNO is, I don't know what it is. Oh, Gnosis. Good old Gnosis. That's actually been around for a while. Coinbase, Kraken, Binance. We'll take a look at the Binance price. Is this what you're talking about? Gerald, I need to know what it is. Can you leave a comment below, please? Yeah, Gerald. Nakas says, Gerald, you need to do an interview with Joe. Yes, you do. We need to talk about that. I want to know more about Osmium. Yes, Q3 is when the Osmium project is closer to launch. We will do an Ask Me Anything. Great. We'll get to talk about that. Fantastic. What is GNO, Gerald? I need to know this, please. Curious to hear what you think of all this GNO after further research. What is GNO? Are you talking about Gnosis? Or are we talking about something else? Can you please let me know in the comments right now? Thank you very much. I'll just get back to your comments for a second, then we'll get back to GNO, because I don't know what it is. Okay, can you tell me what it is, please, Gerald? That would be really nice to know. Get some comments in. We've got a lot of comments to get through. Again, if you want me to see your comment, definitely do a super chat, because we've got so many people watching at the moment. Vax says, I'm good on the new city ideas, like those 15-minute cities. Awesome. Okay. I don't think I want those. Thank you. I don't like free-range prisons. All right. Let's talk about that for a second. Let's talk about it very quickly. And maybe I'll do a separate video on it. There's a big difference between the 15-minute cities, and I agree with you on this, by the way. The 15-minute city thing, as some people talk about, is, yes, it's, well, the security cameras and the this and the facial recognition and, China-style social credit system and all that stuff. That version of the 15-minute city, I absolutely agree. Don't want to live in that one. But don't forget, there's also a bunch of people out there who just want to design better cities. So those are the ones I'm talking about. You can have a small city, a smart city, etc., which is actually just a really good idea. It doesn't have all the social credit system and all that extra, and I say this with in a loving term, conspiracy theory stuff. Okay, you can just have smart cities. Who doesn't want a well-designed city? Because don't forget, cities until more recently, even Melbourne, it's not that smartly designed. It's all this urban sprawl. It starts out with the city grid. Okay, and then it's just urban sprawl. It's a complete fucking mess. Okay, cities need to be redesigned from first principles. They need to be redesigned from scratch. And they can be done without all that extra communist social credit system stuff. So when I talk about, whenever an article comes out, or whenever anyone talks about a smarter city or building better cities or whatever, a lot of people jump in and go, oh, the 15-minute city, oh no, it's going to be social credit systems. Like, no, it's not necessarily. You can have the good parts and not have the bad parts. So I'm talking about the good parts without the bad parts. Who doesn't want to live in a better city? I would. And don't forget, in a free market system, there'd be cities that are designed more so for the elderly. A 15-minute city where you can just walk to work, you can walk to your thing and all that sort of stuff. Maybe you don't need a lot of cars or anything. You can have one if you want, but it's not like, we're banning cars or whatever. But maybe it's just practical, so you don't really need one. So why have one in the first place? It's more economical for you not to have one. For example, that's the beauty of a great design, a really well-designed city, is you go personally, well, I could have one if I wanted. I don't really need one, so why would I bother with the expense? I might just, I want to go on a holiday, so I might just hire a car, or we'll fly out, or we'll whatever. Anyway, so that's my point, is not all smart cities and, new city designs are 15-minute communist social credit system cities. Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. Maybe that was pretty obvious. Let's see. What is GNO? I need to know, please. Ticker GNO. Gnosis, it is. Thank you. It is Gnosis. Old project. Thank you very much. From 2018, I was correct. Good. I would like to know more about why you want me to look at GNO. So, Gerald, can you post a comment right now? Why do you want me to look at GNO? Because, this is an old school one. All right. Let's take a look at GNO. Old school crypto from 2018. This is Gnosis. This is the Binance chart, priced in US dollars. Okay. Give me 1 second. Is Gnosis... Yeah, I'll take the Binance price. Actually, no. Give me 1 sec. GNO, is there a better one? Give me a sec. Crypto market, capital.com, Coinbase. Let me see if there's a better one. Where does it go back to? Yeah, it doesn't seem like it's from 2018, 2022. Oh, there we go. That's 2021. That's 2021. And GNO that's completely something different. Excuse me. So I'm going to I'll do the Binance one. Okay, I don't think it goes back to 2018. I could be wrong on that, but this one is 2021. I'll start again. Chart request time. Let's take a look at GNO Gnosis, an old school crypto. Apparently it goes back to 2018, but I've got the chart here on Binance, which goes back to 2021. I've had a subscriber, one of my wonderful subscribers, Gerald, asked me to take a look at it. We'll go to the comments after I've had a quick look. From a purely technical perspective, that is all, not talking about the fundamentals. So Gerald, right now, after I do the technical first look, because I haven't looked at this for a very long time, tell me all about the fundamentals in the live chat right now, and then I'll read that out as well, and we'll combine the two. So here it is from a purely technical perspective. So let's take a look. At least on the Binance exchange, it has a top here of $650. Wow. Okay, and a low of 76 US dollars. So the first number one thing I do is I find the old highs and the old lows, and I just pop in Fibonacci. Is that perfectly predictable? No, but I'm going to pop in a few different things, and then we're just looking for areas of confluence. Okay, so from this high and this low, does it match up over time? Oh, what do you know? It does. Okay, so that's the high there, the low there, and over time, since posting this high and this low, so the high of 650, and let me lower that a little bit so you can see that. This is on the weekly time frame. There's that low. Do we find any areas of confluence with the Fibonacci levels? Why, yes, we do. So from this high and this low, after we changed market structure back into bullish, so this went bullish, totally bullish in November of 2023, we broke back above the 0.236 level. So you could really say it's around about this rectangular area. It's between $220 and that spike and about $200. So that there we broke through. Okay, so we broke through that range. And then once we broke through that, that was a bullish market structure. Although some other people say, well, once you broke out of here, that was probably and it looks like it was, that was the first signal. So that would have been the major change of market structure. Okay, so above 125 US dollars. And you can see it's acted as support at the same time later on down the track. But we had a move up to, what do you know? $297, $300 even, which is exactly at the 0.382 Fibonacci from this high and this low. Now, why here? Okay, so this is why I love Fibonacci. Why here? Because here, if I get rid of Fibonacci, just a quick little lesson, right? We'll just check it out. If I get rid of that and you go, oh, it topped out here, where does that line up with? Well, it doesn't line up with, it's a bit higher than that support level. And yeah, it doesn't really line up exactly with anything, okay, until you do this. And then you go, oh, it lined up exactly with the Fibonacci. It is a predictive tool, okay? That's a great name for a YouTube YouTube channel, and someone probably has it. The predictive tool. Like, imagine if you have. Sorry, I'm segueing. I could call myself the predictive tool, like you're a tool. Anyway, that's going to be my alter ego. There you go. The alter ego is the predictive tool. Right here. Okay, Fibonacci. $435 US. Very key. That was its top, okay, and that was the 0.618, okay, so from this high and this low. If I show you on the monthly time frame, or maybe on the quarterly, yeah, I mean that's a very large dead cat bounce, right? There's your relief rally to your 0.618. You know I favor the 0.786, but I say anywhere between the 0.618 and the 0.786 is where, if you're going to have a dead cat bounce, okay, where everyone goes, oh no, we're back, baby, onwards and upwards we go, new highs, and then it fakes you out. That's where it did it. Bang on the 618. So that's an area of confluence, okay, with the Fibonacci. I'll go back to the weekly. And since then, I moved back down to that support level. So good news, we didn't break down through the support level of 125, I think, 125. So that's good. 125 market structure change. Cool. Didn't break below that. Okay, then we came up and had a second resistance at the $300 level, so the 0.382, and now we're back down. We had a spike on the weekly time frame just a couple of weeks ago. Failed move. Oftentimes from a failed move, and what do we talk about? Spikes. Spikes mean SHIT. Everyone would have been going, let's take a look at the daily and how it faked people out. Oh no, it was just a spike on the daily. Okay, you could probably call that a blip. Maybe a glitch or something. Maybe someone did a crazy market buy order by mistake and it just sucked all that up. Yeah, it could have done that. But it was a failed move, and failed move to hold is a fast move to the downside. And we're right back down here now at 125 US dollars. Okay. We are, I mean, it's still bearish technically, but am I noticing any change of structures or any bullish divergence going on? Let's have a quick look. Again, this is a very first look for me for a long time. So, this is the daily time frame. Oh, here we go. So just like SUI, just like SUI and just like the graph protocol, which I talked about, we have a potential bullish divergence set up here on GNO. on the daily time frame. So lower low on the daily so far. Higher low on the relative strength index so far. So that would be the first, as ASX trader would call it, the first blinker. I would call this the, I'll just change the name. It's a signal. Blinker, signal, same thing. So that's interesting. Okay, potential bullish divergence playing out right there. Now on the OBV, again, I'm not as au fait on this, but it's, oh, actually, look at, no, that's that to there. Okay, so I don't know on the OBV. Okay, again, I'm just not as au fait with the OBV. Okay, so if ASX Trader happens to be watching this part, hey, tell me more. Yeah, I don't think I can do that. That doesn't make sense to me. So the OBV doesn't tell me something because I'm just not as good at that. Okay, I just don't know how to read it as well, but I will be learning more how to read it. So far, potential bullish divergence. And what would confirm that? Then you'd be looking for the change of market structure to say onwards and upwards. And it looks like that would be right there at that $200 to $220 range, I think could be right there. Is it that range there that becomes the change of market structure? And you'll probably be very confident if it does the following. Does that match up? Oh, gee, what do you know? It does. Okay, so I would say for me, $220 is probably the bullish change of market structure. Okay, and I'll pop it in that range right here. So if you close above, I'm going to stop making all those little noises because it gets into the microphone and I think it's kind of annoying to people. You start breaking above here, so around about there, and I'll call it at the Fibonacci level. So that's at around about $215. So that's the one for me. So I'm going to call that personally, that's the change of market structure level at 215. So you start closing above 215, looking good. That's the getting interested line, okay, as I would normally call it. And then if you start doing that above about 270, then that's really, really good news for GNO Gnosis. That's the area that you would go, that I would go to be a little bit more conservative, okay, and say, well, look, I could get in here at 215. I could get in here above another level, a lower level. Oh, actually, some people might suggest that right here could be the change of market structure right there at $180. So here's where you could be risky and then play it safe. Okay, if you want to risk it for the biscuit, you could call the change of market structure here at $180, $185. Got to close weeks. Don't spike. Close a week above it, bare minimum, right? Others of you may decide, some of you might be like to take the risk and there's your change of market structure. Others might be like to be a little bit more cautious and wait for a slightly higher price. That range seems about right to me, around about your $215 level. And if you want to be ultra conservative, then wait for the break of the downtrend line. That's at around about, I don't know, but $270, $260. Okay, you can still make some decent gains, because if we then do break out of here, then that's basically signaling, okay, onwards and upwards we go. The ultimate test is right here, and that's at your $300 level. So if you want to be the most cautious you can possibly be, yes, are you missing a potential more than doubling of your investment? Yes, but then you're waiting for the ultimate test of the close of above $300. So then that would pretty much guarantee that the crypto run is still continuing, and alt season 2025, you've got a lot of room to move, okay? Up to the all-time high, that's still 120% from there, okay? So do you risk it down here, or do you wait for ultimate confirmation? That is up to you. I can't tell you what to do. Very likely in a alt season 2025, you would probably see the all-time high broken, quite likely, because this, even from here to here, It's only like 350%. Okay, you could probably see an all-time high broken. And what would I say would be the major top for an all-time high? I'm going to say it's somewhere between here and here. Get away. Yeah, I'm going to say somewhere between the 1.618 and the 2.618. So that's around about $1,000 to $1,600 US dollars right there for GNO. 1,000 to 1,600 would be a major profit-taking area. Why would it be a major profit-taking area? Did I just do that in the wrong field? No, I did it in the right field because that's the rectangle. And why isn't it doing it? Because there we go, right there. Major profit-taking area, because from here, it's a pretty decent move. From here, that is, well, that's 600% to there, or that's, what, a 10 times from here? Yeah, that's a major profit-taking area, and possibly not even the all-time high broken, but are you telling me you wouldn't take profits at the all-time high? Are you telling me you wouldn't take profits when you got in around about here, or let's say you got in at the $215 mark, or you were cautious and you waited for the $220 mark? You wouldn't take profits after a more than doubling of your money, after a 200% move? Yes, you would. You would take out your initial investment and then ride the rest and see where it goes. Okay, because you're smart. You don't wait for the maximum profit. You take profits along the way. Anyway, that's GNO. So I guess Gerald is going to tell us more about it. Now, on the relative strength index, though, gee, you're moving down. Okay, so we're not out of the woods here. Okay, definitely not out of the woods. Crypto could just be going way, way down from here. So this could all be just pissing in the wind, as they say. If you start closing below that $125 level, then not good. Start closing below there, change of, like, continuation of, bear market, and then, then down she goes, okay? On the daily, however, the note is you've already been in extremely undervalued already, extremely oversold, and you've got that bullish divergence playing out as well. Could be good. I know. That's as much as I can give you. Let's read more about it. Sorry, it is annoying. It is annoying. Sorry. Gerald, I'm trying to find out more about it. Spell check, Gnosis knowing. And more coming out in April. Validators wanted. Trump's Liberty Finance has the GNO stitch all over it. I want to know what that means. Are they in it? 140, 145. After that, go to the Trump Family Liberty Financial portfolio. Is GNO in their portfolio? Is that what you're trying to tell me? In my world, at first, when is it? Oh, okay. It's at 140. Don't know why it's at 140 and mine's at like 125. Not sure why. Take out the original capital. Exactly. Always take out your initial investment. The community is talking. I love me some Discord. Okay, so the GNO. But why are you so bullish on it? Is it just because of Trump's Liberty Finance in it? Do they own it? Is that why you're saying? I'm trying to go back in your comments. Governance. So old project from 2018. It's a governance thing. Yes, I knew that was. Gnosis. Oh, not Gnosis. Gnosis. Sorry. Okay. Cool. That's it. Get some comments. And then, so Gerald says, it could be to your benefit. I dropped a couple of other gems if you scroll up. Okay. Have it as a jump off point for some research. I will. So thank you for those. I'll check out the comments afterwards. We do have to go pretty soon. Soon, the game of the haves versus the have-nots dependent on their governing entities over them kind of scares me. I would rather be diversified in all of the decentralized assets. Okay, you could be right. I think that's as many comments as I can get through. Yeah, I'd be keen to hear your thoughts when you enter mining stocks. If I enter mining stocks, you guys will know about it. Trust me. Silver-focused stocks and few are far between, and many are pretty much meh fundamentally. Yeah, I do agree. Yeah, you probably want to stick with the majors. And to be honest, you probably want to stick with the mining stock index. Is probably your safest bet. Okay, so as you know, unless you don't know Maximus, an index fund is just a group of individual stocks, and it's kind of like the averaging price of them. So it's a way to get into a sector without picking the individual stock, and then you're at the mercy of something going bad with that individual company. So it's just a collection of companies. I'm sure you understand what an index fund is. So there are index funds for the silver mining industry. So it'll have the top 10 or the top 20 silver mining stocks in the world. And then, if one falls out, if one goes under, then just another one takes its place. So you're okay. So it's much less volatile. So you won't do as well as if you pick an individual stock and it goes crazy through the roof. But you're doing it for the safety of, if you're bullish on just silver mining stocks in general, then you buy the index. So that's probably the best way to do it. And you'd be looking at SIL is the one that I'd probably be looking at. SIL is the silver mining stocks. I believe that is. Good here, but just tracking on some coins on their way to me. Post incorrectly. Seems to happen a lot. Who from? Who are we talking about? Messaged you on the messenger, Tony, for next time you're on. You're talking to each other. Fantastic. So, what did you say? Check tracking on some coins on their way to me. Post incorrectly sorted. Oh, so it's probably a post office thing. Anyway, yeah, I think I'm pretty much out of here, people. Love how... Oh, okay, fair. I'll read off this point. Love how Justin's son was being investigated for fraud, and he pumped 75 mil, did he, into World Liberty Finance, and look at that. The charges are dropped. Open your eyes, please. Yeah, happens everywhere, man. Happens everywhere. Okay, yeah, I'm out. Cool. All right, people. We are getting out of here. You have been watching Good Morning Stackers for Thursday, the 6th of March, 2025. We've done crypto. We've done gold and silver, etc. I'm still getting my land legs back. I've been on that cruise ship for 4 days, and I'm still a little bit, whatever. It's getting there. And finally, we will do the synchronized slurp. Grab your tasty beverages, my funky, funky people, as we dance it out. And I will see you tomorrow for the final Good Morning Stackers for the week. You have been watching
Good morning, Stackers.
Oh yeah, we're feeling fine.
Good morning, Stackers.
It's podcast time.
Grab it.
Grab a tasty beverage. Let's get in the groove.
Let's do that.
Synchronize.
3, 2, 1, go.
Now we're on the move.
Thanks for watching, people. Good sesh.
Oh, yeah,
Love it. See you tomorrow. Stay safe, stay informed. Keep stacking. See you tomorrow.